Star Gospel Mission has big goals for the future. We told you about their plans to expand services for women and children. They broke ground on a new campaign late last year. Currently, Star Gospel Mission operates 30 beds and serves hundreds more men through its programs. The organization plans to expand to 137 beds over the next 3 to 4 years, and also serving women and children. This morning, Dr. Marion Platt, the executive director, is here with us to talk about homelessness in the Lowcountry and some common myths. Thanks so much for being here this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mel.
There's a lot of myths, and we'll start with kind of the myth that homelessness is a choice.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. One of the things that we think about when we think about homelessness is that it is not the end of a person's story. At least we hope not. Usually what it is the end of a long and difficult chapter. And we see homelessness as something that happens when stability in a person's life begins to unravel. So homelessness begins a lot earlier than a person before they actually end up homeless.
Yeah, and I was kind of looking through Star Gospel Mission social media posts the other day, and I saw something that really struck with me. It was a post that you guys made on Instagram, and it said, homelessness doesn't start when someone loses housing, it starts long before.
That's right.
Like kind of what you were just saying, there's many events, not necessarily that this, the person experiencing homelessness did, but other things that may have affected them.
Absolutely.
Tell me about some of the things that you see.
Yeah, one of the things that I often think about when I see someone who is obviously experiencing homelessness, first I want to respond to their situation, their crisis, with compassion. But I think of 4 things. I have this little acronym that I think of. The first is H. That is housing pressure. When a person begins spending over 30% of their income just to have a roof over their head, that's housing pressure. The second is occupational pressure. If they're losing hours at work, having a difficult time finding a job, that occupational pressure can lead to homelessness. The third letter is M, and that has to do with a medical crisis. It might be physical, it might be mental, it might be addiction, and the final is E. It's the erosion of important relationships in that person's life. When those 4 factors, the acronym is HOME, when those 4 factors start to collide in different combinations, then a person is at risk for homelessness, and that's what we should be paying attention to here in Charleston.
Yeah, it's good to hear you speak on those, because I think some people at home might not realize, the issues that some people face.
That's right.
I'm really excited for this expansion you guys are doing and how you're serving women and children being our most vulnerable population.
That's exactly
There
right.
are so many more children facing homelessness in the Lowcountry than I think a lot of us realize.
Yes.
And you're already serving some of those children and women today.
That's right. In October, we opened an additional 12 beds for women and children, and these beds are part of living spaces, very small apartments for women and children, and it's part of a program that is transitional housing. So it's not just giving a person a bed, but it's providing intimate, long-term support and care for those families so that they can reach stability and move out of crisis.
And not just women and children, but you're doing that for men too, getting them into jobs and just back into society, contributing members. The people, the stories, and just the experience they share about the impact of Star Gospel Mission is incredible. So I know we thank you for what you do. If folks at home want to volunteer, maybe help out, donate, how can they do that?
They can visit our website at stargospelmission.org. Star Gospel Mission has been serving Charleston, South Carolina for 122 years.
Amazing.
And it's because people like our neighbors and supporters constantly show up and help us do this good thing, helping people move into stability and out of crisis.
And if you're interested in getting involved, you guys offer tours that people can take. They're eye-opening. They really are.
They are. Thank you.
Dr. Platt, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. And stay with us. We have a lot more to come here on Good Morning Charleston.